All right, so boom, you're an employer, okay? And you have two people who you need to hire. Oh, you need to hire one of them. And they both have the exact same resume, okay? They're the same age, they have the same experience, they have the same mannerisms, they talk the same, they walk the same. The only difference between these two people, one isn't that attractive, and one is extremely attractive. And I'm not talking like it's girl to boy. I'm not talking like whatever you're interested in. I'm talking like even just generally attractive. Like you just look at him and you're just like, yeah, this guy looks good. This guy looks average. This girl looks good. This girl looks average. Who would you hire? Who would you hire? Who would you want to be the face of your store? They got the exact same resume. So the only thing you have to go off of is how they look. You're going to hire the attractive one every single time. Every single time. Why is that? They're just nice to look at. If they come work with you, you'll probably feel better being around them. If they're not total, worthless people or just really mean people, you're probably just, it'll be like, hey, cool, I got an attractive friend now. Maybe he can show me how to up my looks. Or maybe it's just he can help me be around other attractive people. Or man, it's just cool to brag about how I got an attractive friend. You don't say these things a lot, but you think them. That is called the halo effect. What I just described to you is called the halo effect. And that's the exact reason as to why I wanted to get into this topic today. Because this is a topic that I'm very, very like, oh my God, I'm passionate about this, bro. I'm super passionate about this. I'm passionate about this because a lot of people like to deny what's so blatantly obvious. And it kind of makes me like upset, but like maybe it's because people don't rationalize it like this in their minds. Maybe it's because they don't usually hear it spoken. But everyone knows that attractive people live completely different lives from unattractive people. That's just a fact, bro. That is just a fact. Which is why I wanted to get into the topic of why I feel like going and getting fit, not just like healthy, you know what I'm saying? Not just like, oh, like I'm not really like, buff or cut up, but I'm not like, fat. I'm just kind of in the middle. Like, no, that's not what I'm at. I'm talking like peak, like you're at the peak of your natural physiques, okay? For both guys and girls. I think this is going to help anybody through life. I think there's no reason as to why, if you have the means, you should not be going to the gym all the time, eating correctly, getting your body right. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the process of trying to get my body right. I'm drinking my coffee right now. It's 7 p.m. I'm about to head out to the gym and work on legs and abs. I hate abs and I hate legs. I'm about to go hit legs and abs. Why? Because I know that once I receive that physique, I'm going to receive the halo effect. And it's just, I think a lot of people don't really tend to think about it too much. The halo effect isn't going to just help you get girls or get the opposite sex or, whatever you like. It's going to help you get jobs, like the example I just gave you. It's going to help you meet people because people are generally a lot more, they're generally a lot more like lenient towards people who are attractive. Like if you're super ugly, you might be perceived as sketchy. You might be perceived as untrustworthy. If you're super attractive, people will let their guard down around you. Your jokes will be a lot funnier. You know what I'm saying? You'll look more talented. You'll be more interesting. People give these examples all the time as jokes. Like, man, when you're ugly and quiet, you're mysterious and you're cool and you're honest. When you're ugly and quiet, you're a reject and you're weird. Bro, people know this inherently already, you know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to bring it to the forefront of your brain because it's so important to me, you know what I'm saying? It is so important to me. Like, I'm starting to believe that that's the first thing everyone should do when they're trying to change their lives. First thing you should do is get fit. Well, not first, it all depends on the person. I feel like get right spiritually, then use that motivation to get in the gym. Then once you feel good about yourself by having that body, and you feel good about yourself because you're spiritually aligned, you have confidence to go take on financial, social, or whatever situations you need to take care of, man. You just have this boost. And I think of it like it's really just a free boost into anything you want to do. It's like playing life on a lower difficulty setting. Why would you choose to play life on a harder setting? Life is already hard enough, right? So if there's a practical way for you to reduce the amount of, effort it takes to get a job, to talk to a girl, to, you know what I'm saying, like, do anything, like, because the halo effect will take you so far. It'll take you so far. And I think, even me, I've been blessed enough I'm not an ugly guy. Like, I'm a pretty attractive person. So, like, I haven't had to deal with the adverse effects so much. But, when I was younger, everyone was ugly when they were younger. But, like, some were more than others. And, you know what I'm saying? I was in that category. And going from that category to being, generally attractive in high school, I was seeing the difference in the way I was treated. My jokes, you know what I'm saying? My hobbies, my interests, all of a sudden went from being weird and lame to interesting. And oh my God, you're so original. You're so yourself. I like to talk about this example all the time. Like, I used to really enjoy the rapper Playboi Carti. Like, that was my favorite rapper ever. Back when he was like first drop Die Lit, like, and all that, like, you know what I'm saying? And that was back when he wasn't mainstream like how he is now. People would always laugh and say that he's a mumble rapper and he's like, he doesn't make real music and all this stuff. I mean, they still say that, but back then it was really bad. And liking him kind of made you lame. But I didn't care. I kept with that same energy of, yo, this is my favorite rapper. I put him on in the car, da-da-da. When I started to get attractive, you know what I'm saying? When I started to really work on my appearance, when I started to get haircuts consistently, I look rough right now, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna get a haircut soon. You know what I'm saying? I started taking care of my skin, push-ups every morning before school. That's the method. If you still in school, do push-ups before you go. You have a confidence boost and you'll just feel like you're bigger. I'm telling you, bro. Anyway, I was doing all these things. All of a sudden, people were like, hey, he not that bad. All of a sudden, people were like, kind of, like, I'd get in the car, and instead of them baking me for liking Cardi, they'd be like, oh, Zelda car, put on that Cardi. And it's crazy. Like, it's a very small thing, and maybe it's like a little nuance. Maybe it's not like completely just because of my looks, but this is something that it's just so hard to put into words because you can't truly understand how powerful it is to just look good until you've lived on both sides of the fence, bro. Because the attractive people who have always been attractive are going to tell you that, nah, bro, it's about your personality. The ugly people who have always been ugly are going to just be like, nah, bro. Well, they probably are going to agree with me, but they're going to be more like black-pilled, like, you're born with it. Having both perspectives, bro, it really just, it shows you why it's so important, man. And I just want to bring that to the front of your mind. This is a little bit of a different video because, like I said, I just want this YouTube channel to just be like me talking to y'all, me being real. My thoughts go out to yours because it's just, man, like, in every scenario, why would you choose the ugly person? the ugly version of yourself. If you could be ugly or hot, would you choose to be hot? Like what? If you could choose to have a wife with the exact same qualities, but one is ugly and one is hot, well, there's nuance there. I can think of some arguments against why you wouldn't want a hot girlfriend, but let's pretend like everything will be the exact same, except just you looking at them. You're either gonna look at her ugly and look at her hot. You're gonna choose the hot one. If you're gonna have a child, everything's gonna be the exact same in their life, except there's one that's ugly and one that's hot. You're gonna choose the hot one every single time, every single scenario, unless there's some really specific, nuanced reason why you should go with the ugly one. You're never gonna choose the ugly one because the ugly one is the second. The ugly one is just the safe choice. It's the choice for, you know what I'm saying, you're not sure, you don't want nothing to happen, you don't want to risk losing the person, your insecurity. Insecurity plays a big role into why people get with ugly people. And that's so sad to say. I feel like I'm getting a little bit like jagged in my speech, but I'm just really speaking real stuff. Like if someone is literally going out of their way to choose ugly in any scenario, it's born out of an insecurity. That's all it is, bro. Like, I don't know, man. I just yapped for like 11 minutes, but this is just such a big thing. Like, let me know if y'all agree with what I'm trying to say. As I make more of these videos, I hope that I get better at communicating my thoughts. If I'm just rambling or confusing, let me know in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe if you want to hear more of my rambles, because I got a lot of stuff I like to talk about. A lot of stuff that's on my mind that I can't really talk about with the just average people, because either they don't care or they're gonna get mad at me. And if you also have that same problem, feel free to be safe here, bro. I love just talking about stuff, honestly, bro. I'm a yapper, bro. So yeah, I'm gonna finish this coffee. I'm gonna head to the gym so that I can get that halo effect. The halo effect will take you far. Anytime that you're feeling like you don't want to do something that's going to increase your attractiveness, whether it be skincare, whether it be going to the gym, whether it be eating right, whether it be just anything, just always remember that example. Would I rather have the ugly version or the hot version? And then when you inevitably choose the hot version, get your ass in that gym, bro. That's all I'm saying. The physique is so very important. All right, I'm gone.